Welcome back to the Daily Lift. Rest is something that we all long for, yet it can feel elusive in a world that glorifies busyness and constant action. But rest isn't just a human need. It's a divine principle that is woven into the very fabric of creation. From the beginning, God demonstrated the value of rest. After 6 days of creation, Genesis 2:2 says, "On the seventh day, God ended his work which he had done, and he rested on the seventh day." Unlike us, God doesn't need a rest, but he chose to, setting a divine example for us. And as far as we know, he's still resting, allowing his creation to unfold within his divine plan. And under the law of Moses, God established a rhythm of rest for his people. The Sabbath wasn't just a day off. It was a time to cease from labor, to reflect on God's goodness, and to trust him to provide. This concept of rest pointed to something far greater, the eternal rest that is promised to those who trust in him. Hebrews 4:9 reminds us, "There remains therefore a rest for the people of God." Today we look forward to that eternal Sabbath. The rest that we will experience will be in the presence of God. And even now, though, Jesus invites us to find renewal in him. Matthew 11:28 says, "Come to me, all you who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." This isn't just about a physical rest. It's about peace for your soul. It's a reprieve from the burdens of guilt, of fear, and struggle. There was a fascinating experiment that was conducted that highlights the importance of hope. Researchers took mice and they put them in water to see how long they would tread before they would give up. On the first attempt, the mice began to swim for about 15 minutes before exhaustion and despair set in. But when the researchers rescued them just before they drowned, they dried them off and let them rest, the story changes. The next time, the mice were placed back into the water and they were able to swim for an astonishing 60 hours. What made the difference? It was hope. The expectation of rescue gave them the strength to endure far beyond their physical limits. And it's so true for us as well. When we know that we can rely on God's promises, his rescue, his rest, we find strength to keep going. The burdens of this world become lighter. Who carries them with us? So let me ask you, are you tired? Is the weight of life bearing down on you? Well, Jesus invites you to lay your burdens at his feet and find renewal in him. And as we trust in him, we look forward to that eternal rest where every tear will be wiped away and every burden be lifted forever. God's promises are sure. So trust in him, stay in the word, rest in him, and as always, go lift somebody up.